So today I want to show you something from a couple of weeks ago. One of our interns had a muscle activation sensor out and was doing some testing on myself and one of our other employees. I then asked him if I could use it to test something out that I had thought was going on. So basically my old motion, I had a very strong yank with my glove arm that I thought was causing my upper trap to have some pretty substantial pain. So I wanted to see if in my old motion my upper trap was more activated than in my new motion, where I stay more level and focus more on just letting this passively clear instead of actively working to clear it. What I actually found out was my newer motion has higher levels of activation in the upper and lower trap, where the activation levels were actually down in my old delivery. I was throwing harder from my new delivery. I got up to 87 on this day, just like basically I picked up a ball and just started throwing it and threw 87. So that was encouraging, and I really liked the way that I was moving. But I was a little bit confused just because I had thought that my old motion was definitely, like, the reason for my pain was that it was more activation in my upper trap, which turned out to not be the case according to this sensor. So next I want to show you guys some of the accessory and activation exercises that I do in the weight room. First, you're going to see two different med ball exercises. First is the drop step rotational med ball toss, and second is a swinging overhead throw. These are two things I do after throwing but before my lift to increase my body temperature and work on rotational power. Next, I'm actually going to show you a bench press from this day. I've transitioned into doing some heavy Swiss bar benching. So first I tried 225 pounds, and I got one rep. I failed on my second. I was going for 3. So then I brought the weight down, went 205 by 3, ended up getting it. Next, I'm going to show you some band resisted speed chin-ups as well as weighted chin-ups. These are great, especially in a not very intense throwing portion of your development plan, because the heavy chin-ups can just be taxing on your upper body in a way that is detrimental to your throwing. So it's great to do this in an on-ramping phase, which is where I was in during this period. As we move to the next day, I want to note that during this period I was feeling really run down. I'm feeling very tired and just was not motivated to train. So this day I got there. My workout called for a heavy triple on squat before moving into speed. I put 365 on the bar as part of my warm-up. Did a single, and it felt much heavier than it normally does, so I decided to just stay there for the day instead of push to 395 like I had hoped. And I just did 3 singles at 365, making sure that my form was good. It's just not blowing it out to hopefully feel better the next day. Alright, so today's plan. I have a hybrid day, so I'm going to be doing about 80% plyos with 100% long toss. It's going to be my first 100% day. I'm going to bring it in, do some pull downs with just a normal baseball, like a three-step step behind throw. I'm all done with my full body warm-up. I'm going to move into J-band, shoulder tube, wrist weight before I start my plyo throws. I'm going to keep it relatively light on the volume side today, just because I'm going to be pulling down later. So I'm only going to do like 1 set of each drill, just to make sure that my body is fresh and I'm not blowing out my arm too much before I actually get to today's real intent, which is pulling down. So normally when I do pivot pickups, I only use the blue and red ball. Today, because I'm warming up for pull downs, I'm going to use the green ball. It just gives me a greater, just kind of overload stimulus, so that I feel a little warmer. It gets my shoulder warmer quicker instead of having to kind of throw more max effort with the blue and red ball to get to the same level of readiness. Alright, so the plan for today, we're going to throw about 80% long toss, go out to maybe like 250 feet or so, and then start coming in just with some light pull downs to warm up. And then once we get about 100 feet to about 80 feet, you're going to start pulling down. You're going to throw 8 at 100% and then call it a day.
Or 90.4. 91.9. 91.4. 91.8. 90.9. 88.9.
Well, I didn't get 92, I got 91.9. I guess that's a good day, I guess. I mean, yeah, like, I guess that's all right. I was 0.1 off my goal. I really didn't know what to expect because I've never done a step behind pull down like that. So I guess, yeah, I'll take it. I'm gonna be doing that probably once a week for the next like 2 or 3 weeks before I start entering like a true velo building phase. And still while it's nice out here in Seattle. So yeah, overall, I feel pretty good about that. It was running a lot, which I was throwing 2 seams, so if I throw a 4 seam, it's probably 93 at least. So yeah, feel good. Thank you for checking out this episode of the vlog. I will put different social media up all around me. Make sure you're following me there, and please let me know any feedback you guys have. I love to hear what you guys have to say. Any criticism, anything that you're really liking, please let me know, and I'll see you next time.